Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I am Victor Michael Vincent Jr., and I am Reentry Expert. I know it's been a while since I've been on Facebook. It's because I've been sick. I had a cold. As a matter of fact, I had strep throat, and I'm still fighting it right now. The deep vibrations caused me to cough. Somehow I feel I must go on and move forward with this message. And the message is, we have to learn to follow the rules. And I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people, like, what is he talking about? Beloved, too many times we end up in bad situations by merely just not following the rules. And I want you to understand that I understand where I come from, the rules are really not there. I grew up in an environment where we played by a whole different set of rules. And to give you an example, let me explain that. Growing up where I grew up, doing the street life that I lived, I never had to go out and shop for clothes. Everything I ever needed came down Cordelia Avenue or came down Belvedere. So dudes would come through like, big man, what size you wear? Yo, you like polo shirts? I'd be like, yeah. Like, I'm gonna get you a few. Yo, what size underwear you wear? What size socks you want? Yo, we got some Timberland coats. I got some shoes. Everything from steak to shrimp. Somebody came through the way selling it. So that's not exactly the norm when you're out of that situation. And the reason why is because you don't really realize it, but you're actually receiving stolen goods. So let's move forward to right now. Now, let's say, for instance, somebody come through with a 50-inch, 60-inch, 70-inch screen TV. Like, I got this for you for $200. I get you for $100. I'm not taking anything. Because now the reality and my eyes being open, there's the possibility that they could get caught on another caper and the police could say, well, we want that TV you stole the last time. Where's it? And they'd be like, JD got it. And then they come to my house, see the TV, and lock me up for stolen goods. Let me break that down to you even a little smaller, on a smaller scale. It's funny because my boss's boss applies the job by the rules. He always does everything by the rules, everything by the book. He's ex-military, and that's just his way of thinking. We're going to do it by the book. I respect him a lot for that now, because one thing he has taught me is the more that you play by the rules and you go by the book, the less questions you have to ask or answer. I'll give you an example. During work hours, you're supposed to be assigned to a certain area. You're supposed to be out there working and carrying forth with the work you're supposed to do for that day. Guys will do all kinds of crazy stuff and side stuff like go to the bank, go to the barbershop, get their hair cut, go to the mall, buy an outfit, all kinds of crazy stuff. Go to the phone store, pay their phone bill. The only problem with that is that you're not supposed to be doing it. So when you get caught, your only method of fighting it is saying, well, so-and-so did it, so-and-so did it. Come on, man. When we was kids, our parents used to tell us, well, if John jumped over the bridge, you gonna jump too? If Jody jumped off of the scaffold, you gonna jump off too? That's the common sense logic we use today at 30 and 40 years old. And it's just ridiculous. Because in our mindset, just because somebody else does it, we feel like, well, shoot, he didn't got away with it, so can I. And if you know, like I know, sometimes, man, you become a scapegoat. Sometimes you're the person that they dislike so much, they're going to throw the book at you. They're going to throw it as hard as they can throw it. You're going to be the person that falls heavily by merely just not following the rules. You'll be the one suspended. You'll be the one fired. Let me give you another example. I had to stop speeding. I drive fast. It's just what I do. But I realized how altercations go with African-American males and the police. We're watching it every day on TV, how many young black males die by the hands of the police. But I realized, like, man, if I slow down, they can't pull me over for speeding. So that's one less confrontation or one last incident or one last meeting or occurrence that I have to have with the police department. And I thought about that for a long time. And I tend to live life now like, let me do what I'm supposed to do so I don't have to end up in altercations with other people. Beloved, I'm not telling you what to do. What I'm telling you is that sometimes when we don't follow the rules, we end up in situations that we didn't have to be in. We create more problems for ourselves. Sometimes we just have to sit back and follow the rules. Following the rules is not going to kill you. Ever since I changed my life around in about 2004, man, life has been so great for me. It's been so wonderful. I try to do everything by the rules. The funny thing about it is, because young at life, I play so outside the rules that I'm really starting to learn exactly what the rules are. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, sometimes we have to learn to play by the rules. And when I say that, I'm saying that with teach your children, teach your grandchildren, teach your nephews and nieces to learn to play by the rules, make moves, and then become people who can change the rules if they don't fit your community or your environment. We watch politicians get elected once, twice, 3, 4 times a year who have no vested interest in us whatsoever. So once again, before you get locked up, before you get incarcerated, before you get beat, before you get broken, try playing by the rules. Try living up to your greatness and then changing the rules so that it fits everybody and it works for everybody. Once again, I am Victor Michael Vincent Jr., and I am your reentry expert. Y'all have a blessed one.